obey or disobey to God. What could go wrong? Is if anything could go wrong when you spend a couple of decades, let's say, at my case, and you are coming from a religious family, for the sake of example, and you really want to be significant to God. You want to live your life as your perceived best to God, as you want to be certain, as you want to be significant to the background, the family background you are coming from, as it is a religious family background. So what is it that could go wrong? Is it anything could go wrong with this behavior? With me, for example, I have to admit that regarding of what could go wrong, I believe there is something could go wrong. So I'm talking about myself. It is what I'm going to say right now. It is only regarding of me, and it's gonna be your decision, where you feel sympathy, you feel uncertainty, you feel disgust regarding of what I have to say. But I have to say that I'm 51 years old right now, and I have a kind of few decades of life experience, and there's something I'd like to admit, confess right now, right here, and that is I believe I a little bit lost the healthy balance, what is certain and what is uncertain in my life. Why? Because the root and my family background of a religious background and my perceived safetiness in case of obey or disobey to God. Yes. What I mean by saying that, I mean looking for words, I wouldn't be even any better to talk about this my mother tongue, which is Hungarian. Two things I'd like to express here. The first is the healthy balance lost, I believe, to perceive what is certain and what is uncertain in my life. And why I'm saying that? Because I remember well, many decades ago, I was adolescent age or very young adult age, I developed a few things that I felt like coercion, I felt like obligation to do that, and only doing that to feel that I do obey to God. And I felt a real threat to disobey God, because if I do disobey God, the punishment will follow. And this was a real threat to me. I spent decades and I developed many crazy things. I developed mind patterns, I developed a certain way to think about many things in my life. I'm sorry, it's too personal, I don't want to go to the details, but I have many things that I actually developed, and I had to follow because of my own coercions, because of my own fear of God, because of my own obedience to God, and I had to do so. I had to do those little things, otherwise the punishment follow. And in fact, I felt if I did not do so, I really perceived that the punishment had been really followed, and that was all my perceived reality, which I need to make a verdict right now, whether it's the reality, or only my perceived reality. It could be different. So another thing, and that is the way you feel safe. If you're coming from a religious family, you are quite likely perceive your safetyness within looking your safetyness as a glasses, if you like, within a glasses that shows the reality to you, whether things is kind of obedience or disobedience to God. I'm having certainly a glasses at this moment as well, to look my own safety, which is okay to do so, and it is okay to God, or it is not okay to God. And if it's not okay to God, I have a right to feel the punishment will follow. And who wants the punishment? No one wants the punishment. And this certainly makes your way doing things. And like I said, I'm 51 years old right now, and I am standing right here right now on the way where I came through, and this way is the way I felt the safetyness to obey to God. I very rarely did disobey to God because of the punishment fear. So what's the takeaway from this video? I would say that kind of raising a little bit of attention, awareness, if you like, that be aware that obey or disobey to God is okay, but it's also there is a significance to your life. There is also a affect this. It also could affect the way you're making your days. It is also could kind of go wrong, and I have to also admit, but I really don't want to blame anyone about that. I want to make it clear, I don't want to blame anyone about that, anybody about that. Obviously not even God, not even my parents, not even my background, and nobody. But I developed, unfortunately, very bad stress and panic disorder and anxiety, and I think it's very hard not to say that there was nothing in common regarding of the fear of obey to God or disobey to God. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.